Hello everyone and welcome back to the Scratch programming. Today we are on 10th topic and we are going to study the data block. In this category we are having two further subcategories like make a variable and make a list. So in this particular video we will be covering only variables, okay, and we will not be focusing on other. Let's start with the data block. So this is a Scratch interface and this is the fifth block, that is data block. So friends, just see, we have two options here: make a variable and make a list. Variable is a named location that holds a value, okay. So variable is used to create and name a new variable. While creating, we choose that we want this variable for all these sprites or for the particular sprite. Like, let's create a variable. First of all, you see, the moment I'll click here, I'll get to see this pop-up window, and here we have to give a variable name, okay. And we have two options here for all the scripts. If I'll check this button, radio button, it means this variable will be applicable or will be working for all the sprites on the stage, or that will be, it means that is a global variable. If I'll check this button, so it means that this is only for this particular sprite because this is selected here, okay. So I need to give the name. So let me give a name. Let's give a run, like you have runs in cricket, okay. So I have created a runs, okay, and I have checked this button, and the moment I'll click here, I will get to see 5 sub blocks of variable block, okay. So you see, this is the 5, these are the 5 blocks. So from the shape of the first block, you can guess which kind of block is this. This is report block, so it would be reporting some value, and these are the stack blocks. So let's see one by one working of these blocks. So see, I have chosen this block and it's showing 0 value. The moment I'll check this button, it will be reporting whatever value this run, because run is a variable that we just created. And what is the value stored in this? It's 0. It's 0 for now, okay. And if I right click on the stage, this block is displayed on the stage, and if I right click here, I get to see 4 further options. So this is a normal readout. So this is the normal way of reading out. If I choose the second option, large readout, so it would appear like this. If I use a slider, so it will slide. If the value will be increasing, this slider will slide, okay. And if I want to hide it, I can hide. So the moment I'll check it, it will be displayed, and I'll make it back to the normal read. So I hope you are clear with the function, okay. Now if I right click here, so I get to see rename a variable or delete a variable, okay. So if I want to rename, I'm not liking this name, so if I want to change it, let's change from, let's make it marks, okay. So I give it name marks, okay. So it's not run now, it's mark, and if you want to delete it, we can click and delete it, okay. Now the next is set marks. Set marks means if I want to, like my marks is set to 0, and like I want to set it to 10, means at the beginning it will be having, everyone will be having 10 marks in the beginning itself, okay. And whatever value I want to give, I can give. If I want to change, for example, in the next exam the student has performed well, or if it is a game, so person has scored more, so in every iteration of the blocks, the mark will be increasing by 1. Like we play cricket, so what happens in cricket, the cricketer, when they move between the wickets, so their run increases, okay. So that's how this is going to work. So if I'll keep working with this, see, it is increasing, okay. So now next is change marks, show marks. If it is clicked, so marks will be displayed on the stage, and if I'll click on the hide, it will be hidden from the stage. So I hope you are clear with the working of these blocks. So let's make a small project and understand it. Okay, for example, I want to make my sprite. Let's set its value to 0, and let's give it a motion until it will move. It will not perform something, and I would choose point toward mouse. And we haven't covered this, but I want to explain. If something is happening like this, I'll put some condition here, then this will happen. Okay, so if condition means if, like your parents also say that if you score good, then you will get this. Okay, so likewise, if this condition is fulfilled, then this will happen. And what will happen? Let's go back to data block and change the mark by 1. Okay, so let's put some condition here. Okay, so we will get the condition in the sensing block if it is touching the mouse pointer. Okay, so this is my program. Let's see. Let me put this in a control block so that it works for more time. Okay, now let me explain you one by one. In the beginning, I set my marks to 0. Okay, so this is some game, for example. So the cat hasn't scored anything, right? Now I want to move 10 step. It would be moving 10 step, and if this pointer touches it, okay, if touching the mouse pointer, the condition is this: if it touches the mouse pointer, then what happens? Then increase its value by 1. Okay, so I would be moving the mouse and it would be chasing my mouse pointer. The moment it would be able to touch the mouse pointer, it will get more points. Okay, let's start now. See, it is trying, but it is not able to touch. See, it has touched, so its value is increasing. It is so frequent. Got it? So it is increasing the value as it is able to touch the mouse pointer. See, now I will not let it touch the mouse pointer, so its value is stable now. So just see, touch the mouse pointer, value increased. So you can see how this works. Okay, I hope you are clear with the working of the data block. Okay, now let's jot down the points that we have learned today. It is very important for us because it has a lot of theory in it. So let's come back to the theory portion of this topic. So friends, we have just covered make a variable. Okay, so we would be covering make a list in the next, because it is having further 10 subcategories of blocks. Okay, so what is the function of data block? Data block includes 2 subcategories that we have just seen. One is variable and other is list. Okay, so both of these categories are being used for storing the value and accessing it. So what variable is doing? Like a roll number is a variable, so it is used for storing some value. Okay, so roll number is having value 1, 2, 110 or whatever. And when we store it, why we are storing it? Whenever we store something, we store it for later access, so that we can refer the data later. Okay, so data blocks are used for storing information such as score in a project or use it in a scripting. For example, if you are making a game, okay, so you want to increase the score after every round of game. Okay, so you need to make a variable or list. Okay, so let's cover the first, making a variable. So what variable is doing for us? A variable is a changeable value recorded in a Scratch memory. Okay, so it is a changeable, we can change the values. Variable can only hold one value at a time, so it can hold only one value, like it was holding values for marks, for run. Okay, like that. These value can be either numbers or strings or any text, so we can give even number or string. String is nothing but a text. Okay, clicking on an isolated variable on script area. So we have just done this, just pay attention. Clicking on an isolated variable in the script area displays a small bubble reporting a value. So if you just click there on the script area on the report block, it will display the value in the form of bubble. We must create a variable before running the project. So if we need to run some project, so we need to create the variable before, and it would just use small amount of memory, because RAM is a temporary memory. So we are just creating it and storing it for some time until we save the project. It is not saved in our hard disk. Okay, so it would just use a small amount of memory. I hope it was interesting for you to learn data blocks. Friends, the moment we will cover all the data blocks, we will move to some games and projects like that. Okay, so keep practicing, and tomorrow we will be covering lists. Okay, so take care, goodbye, and God bless you all.